الحمد لله الذي أشهدنا هذا الشهر الفضيل فيه العشر الأواخر التي فيهن ليلة خير من 1000 شهر وفيها تعتق الرقاب وتغفر الذنوب وصلى الله عليه وعلى آله وسلم. By the unbounded mercy of our Creator, we have been able to journey the blessed month of Ramadan all the way to this particular juncture. The last 10 days and nights of Ramadan have arrived, and we all know how incredibly important these remaining and most essential days and nights are to us, bringing with them an abundance of goodness, reward, virtues, and well-known qualities. The Quran says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ, and what can make you know what the night of decree is? لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ. The night of decree is better than 1,000 months. So deep within these days and nights is one single majestic night, which is the most blessed and excellent of all nights, as it carries the value of 1,000 months, which surpasses the value of 30,000 nights and therefore exceeds the length of 83 years. This is absolutely awesome, isn't it? It sure is. The current life expectancy rate, most people may not live this long, and even if they do, there is no guarantee that they can attain this worth of goodness which is present in the best night of the entire year, because the rewards for good deeds done during it are multiplied so as to equal more than 1,000 months. So here Allah gives us more graces more than our age, to rejuvenate the physical organism, and fills us with extraordinary vigor to push us to go beyond our comfort zone, and encourages us in our darkest moments. So if you are looking for a moment to completely change your life and take it to the next level, then this is what you and I are looking for. عن عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا دخل العشر شد مئزره وأحيا ليله وأيقظ أهله. Aisha reported, when the last 10 nights of Ramadan arrived, the Prophet would tighten his belt, spend the night in worship, and awaken his family. وفي رواية المسلم قالت يجتهد في العشر الأواخر ما لا يجتهد في غيره. In the narration of Sahih Muslim, Aisha said, the Prophet would exert himself in worship during the last 10 nights of Ramadan more than any other time. The Prophet ﷺ said, تحروا ليلة القدر في الوتر من العشر الأواخر من Ramadan. Search for the night of Qadr in the odd nights of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Muslims, pay keen attention to this narration and just don't focus on the 27th night of Ramadan. The entire last 10 days should be your target, since they are like the core of the blessed month. Would you seriously want to miss this night of decree even by chance? Of course not. Therefore, work hard throughout all the last 10 nights and days, as the Prophet ﷺ had done with his family, due to his keenness to take advantage of each of the blessed nights. We do realize the significance of such grand opportunity, a tremendous prize right here awaiting for us to grab, to earn the greatest of all pleasures. So let's make sure we do everything in our power to prepare for this task of seeking out Laylatul Qadr. Let's exert ourselves substantially to put on that extra effort to spend the next couple of days doing all we can to capitalize on the unimaginable and incomprehensible rewards, and most of all, the mercy and forgiveness of Allah. Those of us who may feel inadequate for not doing enough from the onset of the month, we can nevertheless make a difference in these remaining days, as we still have a shot at making it to our awards if we sincerely wish to do better and are ready to make it to our best yet. وقد قال ابن تيمية رحمه الله العبرة بكمال النهاية لا بنقص البدايات. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah said, the lesson lies in perfection of the conclusion of a thing, not in the shortcomings of the beginning of it. وكان الحسن البصري رحمه الله يقول أحسن فيما بقى يغفر لك ما مضى فاغتنم ما بقي فإنك لا تدري متى تدرك رحمة الله. Imam Hassan al-Basri said, improve your performance in what is left of the time and you will be forgiven of that which has already passed. So take special care of the time you have left, because you do not know when your soul will be turned over to Allah's mercy. O Muslims, the fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The month already took us by surprise very much, as it fled past us without any countdown. In a split second it started and then accelerated like nothing we have ever seen. But that doesn't matter much now, as what is mostly gone pretty quickly cannot be regained anyways. Maybe some of us feel as if we have fallen short and maybe want to give up halfway in this final round. Just don't get into a mood now to blow this chance of a lifetime. Rather, be bounded and determined to actually enjoy the end of the race, as it is not yet all lost. The eminent Imam Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah said, إن الخيل إذا شاركت نهاية المدمار بذلت قصارى جهدها لتفوز بالسباق فلا تكن الخيل أفطن منك فإنما الأعمال بالخواتيم فإنك إذا لم تحسن الاستقبال لعلك تحسن الوداع. Verily the racehorse knows that it is nearing the end of the track, so it exerts all its effort to win the race. Do not allow the racehorse to be more clever than you, for verily deeds are judged by their conclusions. If you didn't do well with welcoming Ramadan, then perhaps you will do better bidding it farewell. Oh Muslims, being Muslims is too important to us to risk running out of time. The month of Ramadan is a precious time of the year, so much so that Allah refers to this month as Ayyamum Ma'dudat, a fixed number of days. How much longer until we realize these remaining days of mercy and forgiveness will also fly super fast? Not long. Therefore, let's drop all tools and get into real action with this mind and body to make the most of the opportunity while it lasts. We are almost there. Keep going. Don't give up now. Remember what Angel Jibril commanded the Prophet to say Amin to. فَقَالْ مَنْ أَدَرَكَ شَهْرَ رَمَضَانَ وَلَمْ يُكْفَرْ لَهُ فَدَخَلَ النَّارَ فَأَبْعَدَهُ اللَّهُ. If Ramadan comes and a person is not forgiven, he will enter hell and Allah will cast him far away. In the midst of our exhaustion and complacency, this hadith should be crucial enough to push us into a full-out sprint to finish the race. Remember, the moment of forgiveness could be today or any time in the coming days. Do not let your performance until now affect your final days of Ramadan. Inshallah, in the next presentation, we are going to talk about the acts of worship that are specifically meant for these nights, inwardly and outwardly upon the tongue and limbs. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر لي ولكم من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.